To
Hi,
what?
life. I'm creamy.
Ho ho ho.
Hello, guys. How's it going? Let me just get my tweet out here and we should be good to go. Oh man, I've had a lot of retweets. Much good Christmas art. Ah, sorry about that. Okay, the tweet is live. Do me the favor, chat. Go give it some love. Still sound sick? That's because I am. So, yeah. Chat, today is going to be probably a shorter stream. All I plan to do is spend down my AP and roll. Basically, just due to the fact that, again, I am still on the mend. Sorry, mend is not the right word. Still under the weather. But I got a lot I need to get done. I got a lot I want to get done before the new year, so I'm trying to make earnest push here. I figure if nothing else, we could at least finish off the rolls from yesterday, as well as do some Nito altar rolls today. So that's going to be the primary focus. And let me see. I think I got everything ready. Xbox player, thank you for the follow. Shinigami, thank you for the 40 months. RJ Guapo, thank you for the follow right before stream. Appreciate you guys. And Merry Christmas to everybody. Hello. Here is today's artwork. I actually. Sorry, give me a second, chat. This will pass, but as I'm using my voice more now, I'm, going through it a little bit. Geofist, thank you for the follow. But yeah, basically, I didn't sleep very well last night. I threw up again, which was not a good thing. And essentially had to like wake up pretty early and go to open gifts with my family. I kind of just sat in the corner, bided, myself, and let them send me gifts without me really touching anything else otherwise. But from there, it's funny because I think my parents didn't quite believe how sick I am, and then they were looking at me like, "Oh my!" Like by the time like all of that was done, they're like, "Do you want to go?" And I was like, "Yes." So I finished basically ate breakfast over there, which is actually the most I've eaten in like 3 or 4 days. So there's that. But that was on the good side. Also, it appears like most of my like feverish like cold flashes are gone. But I have a lot of like congestion slash drainage. Excuse me, which is my major issue. And um again, I've had like really bad issues with fatigue. I pretty much have to be sitting down or lying down. Any amount of standing up or exerting myself is pretty much too much. Um I do have to frequently go take naps and stuff like that. So it's been what it's been. I've been trying to find foods that I can actually eat, things that'll restore my appetite. But yeah, it just kind of sucks because like we had our whole extended family over there. I actually right before stream got a text from my cousin wishing me Merry Christmas because he's over at my parents' house, and like I was just like, man, yeah, it's like sorry, sorry I can't be there. But like I was explaining to VIP, like it's one of those deals where I don't think my parents wanted me there. They were remarking how like pale and white I looked when I was leaving their house. And then they were also saying that like again, like it's probably not a good idea with my grandmother coming around because my grandmother's like 97 years old. She is very, very much like, barely hanging in there. And it's like, I don't want to be the catalyst there, because for all I know, there's still some sort of like flu or infection or something like that, and I'm just like, nope, it's not worth. So it is what it is. But yeah, so like I said, this could probably be a shorter stream. Did I give you guys today's art? I think I did, but yes, I did. Okay. But yeah, so anyways, we're going to be finishing off AP. I'm not going to do any LB7 tonight. I figure I'll give you guys the extra day. There's apparently story on JP as well. Which it doesn't look like I can do the 90 plus plus anyways. Which I think that opens up the day before the raid, so that's going to be interesting. Let me see what else other people have. Really, that might be ideal. I think I'm going to change to attempting to do Moon Cancer here, as I'm going to run my own Arcueid in here. I actually did manage to finish out rolling all my boxes today. I did manage to get all my QP spent from the lotto as well without wasting any of it. I'm really surprised that I managed that, but it be what it be. This is a 300k enemy. Let's go with Oberon. You can see I have my craft essences divided up pretty evenly as well. Usually in order of importance. Usually need the most bronze, the least silver, and the second most gold, but that has changed a little bit on JP. I may need to shift it to have more silver. Is this a different event than the lotto? Yes. Gil, thank you for the 11 months. Appreciate it. And again, Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope everybody had a good Christmas day. Did you guys get everything you guys wanted? Sorry, I'm just thinking here. I need to do that. Did I max out her append? I think it is. Yeah, okay. Been a hot second since I've looked at this. That means I'm going to get this back, but it means I'm going to get it back faster. So let's go ahead and pop it on turn 2 instead of turn 1 here. Got some much needed socks. Nice. Mac, thank you for the 50. Somewhere in the Amazon order, Ether, otherwise yes. Oof. I did get myself, as you guys know, I had one of my monitors go out. I've been using my shit-ass TV as a replacement. I actually got that monitor, but I've been sick enough that it is still sitting out in my car because it was like a bear just for me to even be able to like put it into the car. So I was hoping like maybe later I'll have like a second wind, or maybe tomorrow I'll be able to install it. But like right now, I don't think I can cart that thing around. Have I played 14? Yeah. Quite profusely. I don't need to pop that, but whatever. Let's see how much damage the Arcueid here does. They were ordered Black Friday? Oh, wow, that's actually wild. Was it coming from, like, out of country for you? I'm not a fan that I still have to card with Arcueid on this wave. I probably need to not use a single damage dealer setup. But I do feel like they're trying to incentivize you using, like, some sort of, damage C, and I'm like, I don't want to do that either. Maybe I use double Arcueid. Steel makes this easy? Probably. Yeah. What was I gonna say, chat? Oh yeah, just in many ways today, I'm both better and worse. Like I said, some of my appetite came back. I have not again been having the diarrhea and stuff like that. So like I've been better, but like this is still like bad, and I don't know why. Will you summon the new arc too? I actually already have the new arc, and she is like skilled all the way up. I have her 10 10 10 all the way leveled. If you guys want, I could try to show you her here in the node. I'll give you a little bit of a brief demonstration. I'm not sure how well that will go. We can try though. Wait, did I back all the way out? I don't, yeah, I think I did. Oh, I don't think I've put up any of my supports. That is a shame. I probably should do that. I hit the one Nito I wanted rather easily. Congratulations. New Arcueid is not the New Year servant, correct? Correct. This is your new Arcueid. Again, she's got a pretty interesting kit. I haven't gone over it in full, but just looking at her initial numbers and giving you guys here a quick sneak peek. Again, she's got basically 30% party charge, NP damage up, and overcharge, which is strong on its own. She has, arts and buster up. She has 20% gauge for herself, so that's 50% for herself. She boosts her extra performance, and her extra performance deals AoE damage. So she's definitely got a pretty snazzy kit. She's got a single target NP that'll seal the enemy's NP as well as increasing their own extra attack performance. So definitely an interesting thing. Also charges her own NP after turns, which is particularly interesting. I think the New Year's servant is. It's always difficult to guess these things. I've seen a bunch of theories from Abe no Seimei to Shikitono to you name it, right? Like, who knows if it's a collab unit? Who knows if it's somebody that we've been waiting on? Who knows if it's someone completely out of left field? So obviously going to be Shiki. Yeah, see, there you go. How do I want to do this? I guess we could just use this wave to card here real quick, just to kind of show you guys some of her carding animations and stuff. Keep in mind, she probably has damage bonus. In fact, yes, she does. I can see it right there. Turn the sounds on. I have not changed her ascension, by the way, so this is just her third ascension. Stagger the cards, let it try to at least be efficient here. Gamer streamer arc is real, yes. Oh my god, really? Come on, Koyanskaya. I thought for sure that was gonna kill. Probably should have popped her third skill, but whatever. We are in progress of going for NP2 of her. Initial thoughts on New Arc? She's very strong. She's not going to have the same carding consistency of a seal, but she will card very hard. She's got good attack power. She's got at least some performance boosts. And the demerit for splitting damage with AoE attacks is just not even going to be a thing really for her, because she offsets it. Have I decided for Arc Ascension? No, I barely even looked at them. Jesus. You're just out there electrocuting people. Okay, this will be the NP. Looks like she got everything else there. Is it the second skill that makes it AoE? Yes, it does. Well, I haven't used any of the charge skills, so we're fine. I'll go ahead and do it. And hopefully I get to see it. If not, oh well. Total Sailor Moon vibes, yeah. 50% AoE charge looks crazy. Yeah, it's just living humans. Like, I'm not saying that can't be crazy. It can't, right? It just depends on the situation. Okay, she killed outright, so I don't get to see the AoE attack, but that's fine. I'll probably get to see it here. Gotta be a little bit careful here as we are dealing with definitely some backlash. I probably should have sat on the other skill, but it is what it is. We should still get to see it unless she just one-shots. Which is why I didn't rotate for Oberon. I want to see how much AoE damage it does. And never mind, she killed anyways. Oh, either way, pay attention to the damage on the extra attack. Now keep in mind it is damage boosted for the event. Right, here it comes. Jesus. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. Even with that being like double what it is, you're looking at like an 80 to 90k crit. That's very, very good for an AoE attack. Which actually, wait. Was that the AoE attack? Because it crit. I'm so confused. Oh well. No? Yeah. Let me change her ascension and run that back. They have to live for it to happen. That's why I was like, what the heck? Okay. Yeah, which one do you want to see? Second or first? Mary Saber Boss. Hello, Heike. How are you doing? What is third? Third's the one we were just on. Two? Could be one more vote, chat. Someone else chime in. Alright, two it is. Chat is like evenly split, which I find funny. Alright, I will speed the battle animations up here a little bit. I'm still gonna card out this first wave. I also like how Neko Arc is just hanging on right there. Chat, have you realized that? Like, you literally just have like Neko Arc right here, and as she attacks, the eyes open. Oh my god, she punched through the screen. What the fuck? Basically invert that, get more charge. Alright. Now we already know that she's going to kill, but I wish I could get like 3 of a kind with her cards. Apparently she sings the opening of Carnival Phantasm. She also does the dance in the first form, I believe, when she attacks. Let's try to lowball this as much as humanly possible, just so I can get the extra out. In case she lives. Uh-oh. Okay. So the extra there is actually still not that much. That is going to be the downside to using something like that. Does look like I can multi-boost, which is terrifying. I also didn't get the man modifier there. Oh, she has a solo servant. She does have some built-in survivability, but I mean, again, I think if anything, she might be stronger as a solo just due to the fact that you always get the cards. That's the advantage that someone like Seal is going to have over her in an actual composition, is that Seal can sort of automate her cards. The issue here with Santa Arc is that Santa Arc just doesn't actually have the ability to control her cards. Her class is weak? What do you mean, like Pretender? Pretender's fine. But yeah, I mean, like, it's Pretender's basically just the alter ego of Knight classes. Okay, everything on this side. Let me go check NA. Pretender's a strong class, yeah. Guessing 90++ is going to be built for Arcueid. Maybe. Depends, right? Ruler's weaker? I mean, I think it really comes down to what you determine to be quote-unquote weak, right? Like, if weak is, hey, it's all in the punching power, or if weak is, hey, it's all in the NP damage, or if weak is, hey, it's in the solo capability, like all these things are different. Like, Ruler is not strong usually in its offensive output. It's extremely strong in its defensive capability. So there's always that, right? Chat, I'm gonna do my 3 runs in Trom here. I'm gonna use my Blapples. As again, we're gonna save LB7 for probably another day here, probably tomorrow. One definitely. I'll laugh if it is. Granted, they may mix in another unit there just to make use of her extra attack. Like they'll put something in that's like a really high health enemy that's in her niche. And they'll put in a really low health enemy to make sure that you can like extra attack it. I did find it funny because there were some botted replies to the I guess like yesterday after the stream they tweeted out a like, hey, if you missed the VOD here, you can watch it here. And there were people that were really upset over the amount of quartz given out. I don't agree with that, but I do agree with the fact that like people should be upset over that stream. That stream was a travesty, not in the sense that like it wasn't like interesting or entertaining. I think that's fine. Like I said, I would have had no problem with that stream if it had been like any other day. But the fact that they basically put us all on notice for that on December 24th, aka Christmas Eve. Again, I understand that's when JP ran all this, but to me, really shouldn't be expected of us to like sit down and spend 2 hours watching people talk on that. And I'm going to use this as a rule of thumb right now. And people can call me out on this, but I think this is completely a legit point, and I want to see someone argue with me on this. If the developers are not going to be in the studio to record the day of the airing, why should we also then be expected to watch it on that day? That is to say, the developers aren't wasting their Christmas break sitting there recording and streaming it for us. They recorded it 6 months prior. So we shouldn't be expected to watch it on Christmas Eve either, right? Like, that's my entire stance on this point. And you know, I'm gonna say people are gonna say like, oh well, you don't have to watch it right away. And it's like, well, unfortunately, as a content creator, kind of do. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. That stream was probably the only reason that I did stream yesterday. Otherwise, I would have taken the day off. So I'm definitely not pleased about that. That's probably like the 3rd time now they've debated me really hard. But I don't know. Like I said, I got no problem with them doing a 2-hour stream. I got no problem with it being like a Road to 7 stuff, other than they didn't disclose really that it was going to be massive Road to 7 discussions. I saw people saying that they did. I went back, I checked. In no way, shape, or form was it ever announced that that was going to be 2 hours worth of yapping and then, you know, 10 minutes worth of announcements. But it is what it is, right? Like I said, I'm not trying to say I have a problem with that type of stream. I have a problem with the execution of it. How they, like, basically did that in tandem with the announcement, held us all hostage on a day that most people would prefer not to have to sit there and watch. So it's like, rewards, don't care about that. That's fine. Again, the length of the stream, don't care about that. That's fine. Doing it on that particular day at that particular time when again, it was recorded 6 months prior, it was premiered after they had all left the office, I guarantee. So there was legitimately no excuse why they couldn't have just run it on like the 23rd or the 22nd or the 21st. Like, they could have run it at a more convenient time for everybody else involved. And then just said, and you're getting LB7 on the 25th. JP does this all the time. They absolutely make an announcement and then say the event is not coming out for like a day or two still. I think that'd have been perfectly understandable and okay. Was mentioned in the actual NA news post. Oh, if it was, then I missed that, because where I saw it announced was on Twitter, and Twitter did not have anything like that. All Twitter claimed is that this was a prelude to LB7, which, if anything, means the Twitter post was an absolute lie. Because, like I said, you basically had, like, an hour and 50 minutes of discussion on Road to 7 content, most of which had already been discussed before, and then literally ended up with 10 minutes of oh yeah, maybe you can call that prelude. So so we should be asleep when it did stream. Yeah, it just and this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm gonna call them out for it because I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, if the developers slash localizers themselves are not going to be expected to be there and be on duty for that, we shouldn't be expected to be either. Like, it's kind of ridiculous to me. It's, to me, just another case of the developers, especially the NA staff, not giving a fuck about the community. And that's what pisses me off. Like, they did it to us with that atrocious JP anniversary coverage that they did that year. They did it here. They've done it in other scenarios. I don't want to see them do this crap again. Be kind, considerate towards your community, and everyone will thank you. When you do stuff like this, everyone freaking hates it, man. Summary recapping Road to 7 story. Yeah. Do I have any plans to do the 4 a.m. EST raids on Sunday? No, and I'm going to make this bold statement. If they do 4 a.m. raids and really, like, make it last for less than 24 hours, JP is going to deserve all the shit that it gets. This is one of the worst streams they've done since I started watching streams. Chat, hold on. Okay, sorry about that, chat. That was my mother doing uh, her like every couple hours check in with me. So it is what it is. I have to pick up that call. Basically, if one of my parents ever calls, they know not to call me during this time. That being said, they don't think I'm streaming, and I shouldn't be streaming. Oh. It is what it is. Elgato died? No, I just unplugged it because it's literally on my phone, right? Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna read that whole thing, Lucario. Wait, you stream? No. You're right. I'll just didn't stream. Oh, yo, Valorant. Thank you for the gift sub. Appreciate it. And Zach, thank you as well. Chat, make sure you guys give some love to the two of them. Oh, hey, yo. Is that the official Valorant channel? It is. I think. Meh. Cad? What? They're matching subs? Oh, okay. I didn't realize. Listen, chat. me am sick. How did I like the new surprise unit and stuff? I mean, it's definitely interesting. I did not like. I know we were talking with Trubs. Like an event was a possibility in my mind. I just the thing that I don't like about this setup currently is that it's only like 7 days long. I do not like that. I think there is no excuse, and it should just spill over into the new year. So maybe they plan to have something else immediately at New Year's, but I don't know. I feel like whatever it is, they should have allowed it to kind of go on, or they should have just like extended this backwards some. NP5 Nito Ultra? Oh, hell. Congratulations, Lemonade. Ow! Okay, chat, let's do rolls. Since I am on a ticking clock here. So when we left off, we were rolling for NP2. We are going to continue here. I'm going to hope that she shows up relatively fast. Otherwise, I will have to buy a pack. I'd rather not have to do that on this server. Well, I mean, it's obvious to see why they didn't extend the lotto, right? So many 4 stars last time? Yeah, I mean, that's because there's no 4-star on rate up, so it's all random. Merry Christmas to you too, Justin. Four stars have higher drop rate on JP also? I don't think overall. I think just when they have multi rate up. Unless I'm misremembering now. Which I may be. Yeah, I mean, like, losing a day at a lotto sucks. Even getting the best node like a day earlier is like, hey, that's good, right? But losing that day is still kind of irreplaceable because just less time you have to farm. That being said, getting it like 3 days early for the best nodes, like, yeah, I made bank on that. Like I said, I basically, what's wild is I just now finished rolling out my boxes today when I finished the lotto like 5 days before the deadline. So that's kind of crazy. Like, I should have rolled out my boxes faster than that. But I've just had so much other crap that I've been doing. And honestly, this set of boxes was in a weird way kind of annoying. While it was faster to physically roll them due to the being able to like press down and it actually skipping dialogue, it actually filled the box a lot faster due to the fact that there were multiple tickets in each box, which made it very difficult to roll for long sessions. You had to keep stopping and doing box management. I think it's going to be 2 weeks or a whole month for part 2. I think it may be 2 to 3 weeks. I'd wager more on the 3-week side. Yeah, because again, anniversary's a thing. So. Am I going for a second MP copy? Yes. We started this yesterday on stream, but I did not get to finish due to the NA stream and how long it went. Like I said, all we're doing today is the rolls. So I'll be rolling this here, and I'm probably gonna be rolling Nito Alter. Yeah, I mean, I think they still kind of got to do some of the pre-campaign stuff. So the only weird part would be if they overlapped the like anniversary with some of the pre-campaign stuff. Do I think she needs a second copy? No. No, it will not be in P5 Nito Alter. She's permanent, so. I do really like her, though. I would be happy to MP5 her. Hello, Shu. Merry Christmas to you, too. You will miss the Christmas specific stuff in LB7. I mean, I could literally just start it and like go through to the first node. I don't remember if that's actually something that's missable or not, though. Like, I don't think it is missable. How many chapters are we talking about, chat? No, it's definitely not 10. 3 chapters? It's one line? Yeah, I don't know that I care. I'm sorry, chat. If someone in chat just wants to fill me in, like when it actually does happen and what was actually said, that's cool. It's literally just a Merry Christmas. Yeah, that's fine. The thing is, like, they're also assuming that you would get to chapter 3 by Christmas, which is like, I mean, shit, right? Like I feel like that's easily missable. Be nice to have Nito, but I do have other goals. Yeah, it's all good. Also, thank you for the messages, Kimba. I do, even if I don't get to respond, I do see them. The free day off for me? Nice. Yeah, I mean, that is what that is. Ooh. I can't clink links, I'm scared. I mean, don't worry about it. Ooh, is that new? I guess not. Is she a must roll? No. I mean, she's a single target pretender, so damage wise, she's pretty good. Like I said, I haven't done my full-blown analysis on her yet, but she is definitely a good performing unit. Yeah, I mean, like, again, we'll talk about the comparisons when we actually get to it, but I do think she compares favorably. Yeah, what was the best gift you guys got? You had to pick one. And I know someone in chat's gonna say socks again. Oh, there it is. This Christmas or ever? We'll say this Christmas. Bingo with family. Oh, yeah. I can see the family time itself just being the reward, right? Brother bought me Ghost of Tsushima. Nice. Wait, what do you mean, Blue? Are you talking about the banner review? Switch Pro controller, nice. Leather-bound fantasy books, ooh. How do I feel about Draco versus Zerctoria? To to me, I feel like Zerktoria is a little bit more usable. Um, but Draco is still very powerful in her own right. I've recently seen people trying to like shit on Draco for some odd reason. I'm going to say that is such a like I've seen people try to say like, oh, Draco's not good anymore because they're just running all extra class servants as like bosses and stuff and nodes. And I'm like, that is such a small brain mentality if you really think that like they're doing it all because of Draco and that somehow this makes Draco bad. Because for every servant that they put in there that is an extra class that you don't want to take Draco against, there's going to be another servant that isn't. And again, it's like it's glass half empty versus glass half full type of mentality. So when you see people have this, just understand that they're usually have an agenda that they're pushing. So, they have run a lot of extra classes this year on JP, but understand that that has to do with Ordeal Call, and that will pass. So it's like if you're only rolling Draco for is she good, write it like the current consideration of JP and not like the holistic picture of how good the unit is down the stretch. I think that's stupid. So again, like, is Draco good? Yeah, absolutely. Like, if you're worried about having one versus the other, I can tell you, yes, Zerktoria will be better against the extra classes, right? I could also tell you that Draco has some pretty insane potential. She pretty much automates a lot of her charge. Her biggest issue is going to be actually having that charge efficiency if you don't get, like, for instance, cards in certain circumstances. What about Summer Castoria versus Kenshin, though? I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Kenshin's only going to win that battle in the way in which she can buff strep. Otherwise, it's completely in Castoria's favor in that circumstance. Yep, there's always the option of getting both, which is what I'll do. I will roll MP5 of both, chat. Ugh. But no, it's just there's a lot of really, really nice things that I'm trying like not to get too nitty gritty on kit details, and we're doing like surface level comparison. But like, there's a lot of really nice things that Draco does. Okay, and like, yes, Castoria has a very strong kit, but that in also some ways has its downsides. So you're not going to see a lot of people talk about it. Most people are going to basically find ways to get around it. I don't think it's impossible not to. It's just there are some issues with it. Yeah, when in doubt, get both, or if you lack the funds, get neither. One's a berserker and one's not. Yeah, and like, it's the other thing to keep in mind, chat, too. Like, whenever we're comparing berserkers against any other class, berserker always has its upsides. It also has its downsides. So just keep that in mind. I'll go the rolls. So far, like, nothing, but we haven't rolled for too long. Uh-oh. No wonder. Which character? Chat was asking about Draco, Summer Castoria, yada yada yada. Who is the hottie next to me? Behind me? Or over there? Because they are actually two different people. Roll all the waifus? Yeah. I like, and the whole reason, chat, like, before anyone gets upset, the whole reason everyone like asks me these questions, that's why I don't have any issue with like answering them, is because usually people are asking because they're on a budget and they want to know which one that I think they should roll for, whereas the correct answer, and this is why I don't answer this way, usually I humor the question, but the correct answer is usually it doesn't matter, roll for what you want. So it's like, if you asked me that question and I just turned around and said roll for what you want, you would feel like I didn't answer the question, even though it is the correct answer. So instead I humor the question, I basically tell you that there are benefits to both and that you should consider those. I'm like tricking you into thinking for yourself. But that's, in all seriousness, that's the best advice I can give you. It's like, if you want unit A, but you're unsure if you should roll unit B, the best thing I can tell you is that your gut instinct is already telling you to roll for unit A, either because you like the unit or you feel like they're better. So you're just asking for that like approval to make sure that like there's not something you're overlooking. And most of the time, there's not. Like, quite literally, you guys are fine no matter what you roll. Okay, so the one behind me, that is Lartoria. It's actually one of Shiki's older art pieces. It's one of his older Christmas art pieces. It's fantastic. And the one over there is Aurelia, my OC, that looks suspiciously like Lartoria, but is legally distinct from Lartoria. Merry Christmas, Jeff. You want an opportunity cost assessment? Yeah. Yep. And so, like, the big thing that I can point out is, like, yes, there will be nodes that, like, Draco will not be, like, perfect for. Because, again, extra classes. Okay. Like, I'm gonna say this, and as I've said it many a time before, but, like, you don't really want to, like, basically just put all your eggs in one basket anyways. If you're assuming that you're just going to use Castoria and never use any other unit, that's fine. That's something you can do. That is a double-sided Berserker, which is odd. Oh. Hello, Beowulf. I don't know if that's... I don't think I have NP5. My Draco will be NP6 the day she comes out. I already have 1500 Saint Court saved for her. Nice. Merry Christmas, Noct. Be counted on one head. Yeah. Only ever using one DPS can make the game boring for people. Yeah, I mean, I've said this before too. It's like people are welcome to play the game how they want, but like, why is that not a black grill? Again, at the end of the day, it's variety is the spice of life. You want to usually collect a bunch of characters, yada, yada, yada. So if you're only just using one character, I agree, the game should get boring and you will lack goals. So, which will basically not make you play the game. Saving for my Mexican queen? I see. I saw someone the other day saying that they were complaining about basically how like Cats and Cuckoo have been like trying to find the right wording. It's not like culturally appropriated so much as like culturally assassinated by this game. And they weren't really complaining. They were more mocking someone else saying like, oh, should I be complaining about this? And I was like, yep. Because I don't remember what the conversation was, but it was like somebody else was whining about something. Who's better for farming, Cuckoo or Tiamat main? Because I want to roll Durga and Ace. So Cuckoo's going to be way more like neutral in those environments. Tiamat is going to be alter ego and thus have some scenarios where she's actually effective. I think that really depends. Tiamat's got the ability to touch Black Grail. Kukulkan does crazy damage but can't touch Black Grail normally. You can make her, but usually that involves some shenanigans and party cost is an issue. But ultimately, at the end of the day, again, you're probably fine to go with whichever of the two you prefer. Both are very strong farmers. You will regret probably not having either of the two, and you will certainly have scenarios if you only grab one where you're like, man, if I had the other, this node would be easy. It doesn't mean you can't get around it. Like, again, chat, and this is, I think, back to like the Draco and Castoria Berserker statement. Like, yes, these units are very good for nodes. Yes, there are nodes that are seemingly designed for them, and if you have them, they're easy. But they're not the only solution to that node. You can always find another route through, and this has happened to me numerous times. Vote on poll. What do you... Game is chess? I'm not sure if I should skew that poll. I didn't understand what the person was mocking. They were mocking somebody else that was complaining that one of the characters was like culturally appropriated and again like culturally assassinated. That it's like, oh, you know, these shitty like Japanese like writers and artists are like not depicting the character how they should be, and they were like, oh, should I be complaining because they were Hispanic? They're like, should I be complaining about Cats and Cuckoo and how they're implemented into the game? And it was like, yeah, it's like nobody actually cares because everyone just loves them. Supposed to play how they want. Yeah, I mean, like, this also comes from, like, the tier list mentality. Chat, like, again, like, me going to, like, Girls Frontline 2. Do I go look at a tier list? Yes. Yes, I go immediately look at a tier list. However, I've also had people tell me that, like, Ulrid's bad. I don't care. I'm guaranteeing you I can probably use her effectively. Probably more so than most people. Like, it is what it is. So, again, you notice sometimes where people go like, for instance, I read the write-up on Vepli as to why they said Vepli's bad. And I shit you not, one of the justifications for why Vepli is bad is Vepli will use her knockback to push other units away, which causes frustrating situations where they are out of reach for your abilities. And I looked at that statement and I just said, ah, so operator error. Like, problem exists between keyboard and chair. This is entirely user oriented. Like, if you can't freaking, yeah, skill issue. If you can't freaking figure out how to time and order your abilities, that's your own damn problem. So what I realize it is that, like, this is literally for people that are just playing on auto and don't want to have to think. The second you gain any level of, like, understanding in a game or mastery, you already don't need a tier list. Because you're already smarter than the tier list makers most of the time. Because, unfortunately, I think for most games, the most popular tier list is usually the most popular tier list. It is not the tier list made by the, like, best, smartest content creator or player of the game. It's literally like it's just bait to get people to click. So usually it can get like a good idea of like who's strong in a game, but it's terrible at actually like teaching you how to use units effectively, or like, again, like whether or not a unit can be good in certain situations. But again, yeah, back to that original point. It's like, just play the way you want to play. Like, usually you're fine. The only advice I give you in FGO is pick up your supports. That way you can, like, make whatever your favorite characters are work. Lancer. Oh, Percy. Do I have MP5 of Percy on JP? Wait, I didn't... Oh. I didn't have Percy? I guess I didn't roll Mel's banner on JP, but like, I thought I had him by now. Percy's fabulous. Yeah, I mean, like, he's not going to be the best option for me because he's not high enough NP level, but like, that's fine. I'll take him. Also, most tier lists don't explain more on why a unit is bad. Oh, no, like, a lot of them will have write-ups, and usually when you can go read them, you can actually see, like, the average level of intelligence of, like, the tier list creator. And I shit you not, you're usually unimpressed if you know anything about the game. Like, for instance, if you go read the girls' front line thing, like, they'll tell you, like, okay, these units are strong. Any idiot can see why those units are strong. But then you go read the bad units and why they're quote unquote bad, and you realize a lot of them are just bad takes. They're not like factually based in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't mean that they're, again, like whenever you have to have a tier list, something has to be the top of the tier list, something has to be the bottom. So it doesn't mean that there wouldn't be a reason to put them down there. It's just people often get the wrong idea from a tier list. They often go like, oh, this unit is at the bottom of the tier list, therefore they're trash, therefore I'm not going to invest in them. And the reality is, it may be your favorite unit. Sniper can't move, therefore she's bad. Yeah, I mean, like, that is the thing I've noticed in that game. Like, the sniper characters seemingly have lower movement, but it's like, okay, just when you start the match, put them in the position closest to where they need to be already. That way they move the least. Shocking, you know? Lower movement, higher range. Yeah, that too. It's why I watch multiple vids of people talking about units to get multiple points of views. Yep, I think it's a good thing. Like, again, I've never told you guys, like, don't go watch other people's videos in that regard. I can usually tell you if I think, like, again, I think my videos could be better, but because I do them in an unedited format, they are very much like easy to produce, but lacking in terms of like, and I'm gonna shit you not. I feel like the viewership retention on my videos would probably be like 2,000% higher if I would just like edit over it footage of the actual character. Because I've had people, I shit you not, I've had people complain like, oh, you don't show any footage of the character, and I'm like, do you actually need to see that to understand what's going on? To some people, I think they do, right? To some people, seeing is learning in that way. However, that kind of makes it difficult for me to produce a video quickly and like as effortlessly as I do. I'm sure some people think that there's no effort that go into my videos and that I'm just reading off the wiki. Those people are idiots and don't actually watch past like the first minute of the video, probably. I definitely do way more than that in the videos, and there definitely is effort that goes into it. But all the effort's on the front end, and basically then once I start recording, it is very easy for me to just kind of go down the list, hammering out the things I need to talk about. People need to see moving pictures to be entertained. Yeah. That's probably what I should do, is I should probably just put like Aurelia in the corner, just have her spinning constantly, like a fidget spinner. And then like that'll appease people. Yeah, that I get, Persh. However, and this is an unfortunate thing that people need to understand, Out of any and all content in the game, the most copyright claimed content is Noble Phantasm videos. It's actually a thing. So like, it's one of the reasons that like, even if you go back to the like latter days of us doing the full-fledged Lotto Guide recordings, we did not include NP animations in that so that it would not get copy claimed, because it was like such a problem. So. Your videos are perfect podcasts for me. Oh, good. Glad to know people like them. Yeah, it's like, I know the visual presentation side of my videos could be better. It just is what it is. Like, but ultimately, at the end of the day, I'd still like to do some more long form content. I've got a couple of video ideas coming up that I need to like spend the time and invest in, but we'll see. Are NPs copyrightable more than anything else in the game? They're not. It's just what they choose to copy claim. Nyalter. Today is the Berserker Spook Day, it seems. But yeah, it's like... So could I go and I could look at like somebody else's analysis of a unit and I can tell you whether or not they're right or wrong? I'm gonna be real with you guys. Like, most of the time, most videos that are put out on a unit, at least from what I've seen, are not like actual analysis videos. They're literally just somebody putting up a demonstration of the servant and then everyone like drooling over that demonstration, which is funny because it's like, I don't even need the demonstration, but I guess like a lot of people in the community do. But like, no, I mean, like, just of the, like, servant analysis videos that I've seen, I can tell you, like, the guy that I think probably does it, like, that, at least the best that I've seen that, like, I agree with almost all their takes is Fino. Whenever I've watched Fino's videos, I almost never disagree with anything he says. So, like, he just straight up usually does a good, thorough job in the same way. So, but yeah, and that doesn't mean that, like, everyone else is terrible or anything like that. Just that, like, that's the one that I've noticed. And I'm gonna be honest with you, chat, I also don't often consume other content creators' content. Very rare that I do in FGO. And that's mostly for, like, yeah, I don't know, just ideological difference there. Did I see the video Kadokawa put out just a bit ago? No. Well, what's up? You disagree with some of the Fino stuff? Normally, like, where I'm going to say this, like, there's always room for opinion on certain things. If an opinion point is something I disagree on, that doesn't bother me. There are literally, like, factual assertions that I've seen people make that are just incorrect. They're unfactual. I've seen that happen in numerous videos, and I've gone like, that's stupid. I'm not watching this person anymore. No, it is what it is, but... Did I get Phantasm Moon Pretender? We already have one copy. This is for NP2. Did Sony actually buy Kadokawa? They're wanting to. Ooh, rainbows. Please be a pretender. Hell yes. God, this is like my last multi, too. Alright, sweet. She basically took me almost all the way to a second pity. Again, the first copy was not bad. The first copy was like sub 300. But this copy used like a good 700, something like that, so. Am I feeling better than yesterday? In some ways, yes. In other ways, no. I actually feel worse in other ways, so. I'm such good luck indeed, Erwin. Thank you. There's gonna be a Fate prototype manga from the looks of it. Oh, good. I'm actually glad to hear that. I hope that gets translated. Time to roll Egyptian mommy? Yes. Okay, so chat. I'll clean that up later. I won't subject you guys to it. Let me... Oh, by the way, chat, a lot of you guys were complaining yesterday. I pity you if you did your storm pods, because apparently either now or like sometime soon, the storm pods will go half cost. So if you guys did them yesterday, oof, you did them while they were full cost. How did arc rolls go? They could have gone better. Okay. Grab more of that. Sorry, I'm just thinking about how to go about this. Okay, so I actually do have some quartz in here. Do I have any paid? I do. All right, sweet. All right, we're just gonna go ahead and go right on in. I'd like at least one copy, but we'll see how bad she treats me. I'd like to go for NP2 if possible. I do feel like at NP1 she doesn't hit particularly hard, but it is what it is. Thing with her is, again, she is a permanent unit, so she's always going to be a difficult one for that. How do I have so many meta prisms? Lottos. Am I gonna roll for the new unit in Grocery Line 2? WA 2000? Yes, probably. Gamba? Ah, we're fine. I don't know if a mod is paying attention right now anyways. On Strange Fake Saber being the New Year servant. It could be the case. Again, we do know that on the 31st basically is when JP's having the airing, so. Ready to get Scotty and failed? Oof. Would be nice if I had support for them? Yeah. Saber Lion New Year's? I would love that. Already gold orbs. What?
Nito クリスである。こたびは断罪のファラオとして。
That's much nicer than how JP treated me.
冥府神アヌビスの代行者として。そして砂漠の夜の風として。お前の力となりましょう。
Merry Christmas indeed.
我が同盟者。契約者。神戸を垂れなさい。せいぜい手厚く遇するように。良いですね。
I love Nito Alter's design. It's one of my favorites in all of FGO. Partially because I just think it's really cool. Also because it's straight up like it just harkens back to like old school like 90s. What it reminds me of is like Tenchi Muyo or like Ah My Goddess, like the streaks that she has on her face and everything. Like I get very, very similar vibes. So it's like it's equal parts, yeah, it's hot, cool design, and nostalgia kick. Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, very much Yu-Gi-Oh! As well. I never watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in the day, but I can definitely agree with that nowadays. She's got that Millennium puzzle hanging from her neck. Aisha from Outlaw Star, yeah, with the like headband, and of course the ears. But is it in part 1 or part 2? I believe part 2. I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of the outfit, but I know some people that really like it. For Erish's download campaign? That I don't know. When is Cuckoo Banner? We do not know. They have not told us. It is part 2. It is the second banner in part 2 in particular, but they haven't told us when part 2 is going to be, so we don't know like specifically what day or time it's coming out. Is it the download campaign? So it's download campaign, but you have to have beaten part 2, I assume. Because they're in a Ren-faced route. I mean, to be fair, I'm just gonna go ahead and say this. I think it's actually one of the like stupidest decisions they've ever made. That was like, if they had done a new unit, it would have absolutely just made them so much fucking money. But I think it was the case because like we know this now after the fact, and because of like everything that came out at the time. They had to delay LV7 a little bit because of all the strain on the like animation department. It did get talked about. They had to apologize publicly for it. And as much as we can sit there and say like, oh, they should have come out with a new Erish, they just didn't have the time to. They were full booked. 5 years between Space Ishtar and Space Erish. Yep. And they really should just go ahead and do like another Ishtar face soon. Like, I hate to say it, but I'll say it again. Like, you should basically like every year get like one of the big 3, if you ask me. Or like one for each of the big 3. That's why they did just a costume? Oh, I can't speak to why they did. I could just say that they certainly wouldn't have time to have done a full-fledged servant without a further delay, right? Heretic, the Emperor would disapprove. Brother, repent. What? I don't know what I said. Ishtar face is getting one a year. Listen. As much as people want to get on to me about always getting saber faces, I see no reason that there shouldn't at least be like, hey, like every Sakura fan and every Ishtar fan also gets a unit every year. I think it's that simple. Yeah, Summer Erish. I'm just saying, like, this upcoming year, they should do another one, right? Arturia Lancer Alter Summer win, right? Yeah, especially because I don't think the costume really changed her animations very much. What if I distract you? What do you mean, what if you distract me? Like, the thing that I'm trying to point out there is, like, don't begrudge other people what they get. As long as, like, because again, it's not a zero-sum game, right? Like, this is why I don't sit there and I don't go like, oh my god, how dare they, like, come out with another form of, like, Morgan for summer or Barcast for summer or anything like that. Oh, excuse me. If anything, all I do is I basically just try to say, like, hey, you need to stop like repeatedly hitting this one story chapter. Like, they need to, like, spread it out more. They need to give more time and attention to other characters. Like, I don't sit there and go like, how dare this person get the thing that they want, right? Like, that's, I've seen people actually take that take, and I just always assume that those people are spiteful and jealous assholes. Ugh. Sorry, I thought I was gonna sneeze again. But I don't need more. I mean, that's fine. If you don't want more, that's, you know, More power to you. Wait. Okay, I don't know when I get the next multi, but whenever I do, I need to stop. We need a 0-star Shinji to torment. I mean, they can, but like... Yeah, I really like, in all seriousness, I really like that servant's design. But I think the lore for that servant is a complete bastardization. It also shows a lot of the like plot issues that Nasu had writing LB6, as much as people love LB6. And I do believe that combining a summer servant with an anniversary servant is spicy business, and I think it's best served by separating the two. When is the New Year stream? There hasn't been one confirmed for like NA. I'm sure JP will have one, but I have no idea when. Yeah, NA probably gets a dev diary, and hopefully that'll tell us, like, again, you know, hey, here's your GSSR, here's New Year's stuff, and then also maybe here's when, you know, part 2 is going to drop. That'd be nice. Do I think they'll add Destiny Order to New Year's? No. I think for them at this point, it is a legitimate, like, thing that they want to keep at, like, anniversary. Gold orbs again. Come on, Avenger. Damn. Ah, Lenling. I don't know if I have NP5 Lenling. He was a unit that I don't think I got very many of. I think I got a bunch of Ken Leong Yu when I rolled Zeong Yu's banner. Hey Gurus, how's it going? Merry Christmas to you too. I'm doing alright. My food poisoning may be the flu, so it's been fun. Basically barely hanging in there right now. Oh, should it upgrade it? Yeah. Not something I wanted for Christmas. I went to open presents with my family earlier this morning and then headed right back. I didn't stick around for the family gathering. Kimma, thank you for the gift. Appreciate it. My ult account is a 5-star spoot. Magnet? Yeah. Oh, you got Galatea? Wow. I still don't have Galatea on this account, which is wild. Try to get better? Thank you. I am. It's just like... Unfortunately, we got a lot of stuff happening, so I'm still kind of forcing myself to stream, but I shouldn't be. So, like tonight, probably just doing a quick roll stream here. I say quick, but you know how roll streams can go. Manera fans, Draco's a must. I mean, like, Tiamat or Kukulkan, probably good ideas. That way you have, like, an AoE to your single target punch. Again, I'd say maybe even something like Castoria Berserker still worthy of paying attention to. But up to you, honestly. I got Achilles and Nemo in a multi? Wow. Dude, I would love more Drake. I do hate that, like, they seemingly go like, hey, if we've killed you off narratively, you just don't appear really ever. And they've kind of done that with Drake and Musashi, and I really want them to undo that. Like, I'm okay with it, like, mattering and meaning something and them being gone for a while, but I want them to, like, come back. Like, in, like, some epic moment or some crazy, amazing way. Thoughts on collab units events this year? You mean upcoming year or current year? I'd kill for more Drake, same. Mattering is dumb when they're servants. Yeah, it's just like, I get that they want the plot point to have like you know, again, impact, right? It's just like, you've already accomplished that. So it's like, at this point now, I feel like you can bring them back and people will still feel like it was amazing. The most ever, really? Yeah, I mean, we had a lot this year. I don't know. I got no qualms with it. Like, we're probably going to get more. We're probably going to get Strange Fake in the upcoming year. And who knows, this leads into, like, a Carnival Phantasm, like more proper collab. I saw someone trying to insist that that this event is not a collab. I'm like, then what is it? Because it's literally just Arcueid at this point. So you pretty much have to look at it like it's a collab, right? So, like, we'll see. I got no issue with it as long as they can, like, keep it germane to FGO. But I don't know. I don't like, I know, like, people get, like, all upset over it and stuff. It's like, it doesn't bother me. Toko and Akiha waiting room. Yeah, who knows, maybe we get like another collab for them. Well, to be fair, they've just said that, like, part 2 is ending, right? We don't know if it means, like, the overall story for the entire game, and not that, like, there's going to be a part 3. We do pretty much know that they were looking for a part 3 director, and seemingly since then, that job, like, description has been removed. So maybe that means they found someone. Maybe they promoted someone from within. But I at least highly doubt that they would plan around having a part 3 and then, like, scrap it, right? Yeah. I do think they're probably, like, at least to people's point, because I've seen people say, like, oh, they're stalling with this. I do think that's what's going on. Like, I think they're... Hello, Helena. I think they're probably stalling... basically to give themselves more time, like basically with a part 3. Is part 3 or FGO more likely? What? Kind of the almost toxic positivity. Yeah, I mean, I feel that, right? Like, I don't know. I just pick my battles. I choose to, like, die on certain hills and not on others. Like, for instance, I was saying earlier, like, I absolutely hated what they did with that Christmas Eve stream, but mostly because it was on Christmas Eve. Like, you want to do a 2-hour stream? Perfectly fine. But don't do it on Christmas Eve. Like, don't expect people to be there when you pre-recorded it 6 months ago because you don't want to be in the studio yourself on that day. So it's like, that's something that upsets me because it's like, oh, that just looks like they don't care about the community. Versus like, oh man, like they're doing a lot of collabs. Like, nah, it doesn't bother me. People have an FGO2 idea. I mean, I think talking about an FGO2 is definitely a like cool concept, right? And who knows? It could be that like maybe they were planning to do like a part 3 and then that morphed into like a new game, right? Like that's definitely something that could be the case. But we won't know this until like they start talking about it more. So we'll just have to see what they say like in future interviews and stuff. Right now, I think all the signs point to there being a part 3, and we'll just wait and see how they do that. Maybe they give us some sort of like graphical or like, you know, system upgrades if that occurs. But ultimately, at the end of the day, we're still kind of beholden to information that they give us, which is fortunately just how they've always been, it feels like. People thought I was talking into service. I think that's usually the issue is people are either like you're talking about like the toxic positivity, right? People are either like positively toxic or they're positively like negative, right? Like they're one side or the other, one extreme or the other. There's no like in between middle ground. And it's why like people can't have a conversation. Like I assume some people probably think that you're talking about an of service, like you said. And then other people will probably assume that I'm like a sunshine pumper, and it's just like, no, it's like, it is what it is. I think at this point, especially for anyone that's covered the game for a long time, like we all have our gripes. And I've seen people, like to your point, I have seen people claim that there is nothing wrong with this game. Like nothing. And I'm like, yeah, sure. I mean, I love rolling out my FP 2000 at a time for like hours on end every single month so that I can have enough grails to print. That's such a fun mechanic. So it is what it is. Like I understand it's also like in the case of like content creators, it's like people not wanting to like kind of shit where they sleep, right? Like it's like, hey, this is my like brand, this is my community, I don't want to like piss them off. But I feel like as content creators we also have a duty at least to you know, not only to promote the game that we like to play and stuff like that, but also to like question the judgment of the developers and to like hold them accountable. So it is what it is. Like, and different content creators are going to feel differently about different stuff. So Lamau, nothing wrong with FGO Copia much? Yeah. Look at him in his buffs. I mean, like, again, I love FGO. I think it's a great game. But yes, I do think it has ways in which it can improve. And I do think, I mean, again, I've been making a video about that every single year. So, like, it's what it is. But, like, I don't know. It's, again, like, any extreme to either end is probably bad. So. Oh, yeah. It's ridiculous we haven't had a Gouda poster girl rate up in 7 years. Yeah. I think, like, though, to be fair, I won't be surprised if something like that ends up, like, showing up in a special way again. Like, they allow us to, like, purchase it. Because I'm surprised we don't have, like, we just still have the singular purchasable taunt C. Cat, did the coin fix resolve the NP6 problem? No. It just put us back to NP6. Because they added 2 new appends, and that put us at, like, really astronomical numbers. Hello, Chiron. Or should I say Rare Prism? We get an outrage rate up again. Yeah, we usually get, like... We usually get outrage rate up at Chaldea Boys every year, but it's also like it's mixed in there with like 3 other C's, so you usually don't want to roll it. Yeah, that too. Poster Girl has a problem of like if you MLB it or if you level it up, It scales HP, whereas Outrage, I believe, is either split stats or all attack. I can't remember. They didn't think Poster Girl would be used for the taunt system. To be fair, I assume, like, especially early game chat, they hadn't even considered things like the taunt glitch that are a thing. So they've clearly left it in because people like it, but I think that was probably an unintended effect. Oh, yes, no problem, man. Thank you for the lurk. Appreciate it. Got 2 rare prisms, Emi Assassin and Herc. Nice, Koji. Or not nice if you wanted Nito Alter. LB7 release for a whole big release, but NA isn't that competent. To be fair, I don't think they were ever going to pair them both together, but I do think they'll sped it up, so... Like, to me, there's no reason to run Nito Alter right now other than to speed it up. I mean, well, I guess throwing off our clairvoyance some, but... Which actually, hold on. Hold that thought. Oh, Siva. Oh, Lakshmi. 4 Lakshmi coins. Let's go. We'll take that. Wait, was there no banner at all with the Part 1 release? I thought there was, like, permanent units. Like, originally on JP when it came out. Nope, no banner. Okay. Yeah, I knew it didn't. Oh, nice. I knew it didn't have the any new units, but I thought there was like another banner that came with it. But yeah, so then I don't know what they'll do for like the pre-release campaign for Part 2, because that was supposed to be Nito Alter's thing, if I remember correctly. Let me double check. Yeah, so you're supposed to get a Nemo and a Nito Chris banner, and then you're supposed to get Nito Alter. So they'll probably just cut off Nito Alter's portion of it. They'll still run the pre-release campaign, but it's probably just going to include Nemo and OG Nito. Is Lakshmi 1-120 someday? Probably someday, yeah. Found the scared sword, yeah. How many parts is LV7? Well, just 2 total parts, but... Unless they drop another? I don't think they'll drop another. Single set, I'm not allowed to have her? Oof. Yeah. We're also the only server that got Nito Alter early, so... Well, like... You know, with the release of Part 1. So, we're already, like... On an island on our own in terms of uniqueness right here with this. So, like, I think expecting that on top of it would have been a little much. But listen, chat. You say 3-week gap is stupid? it was worse on JP, so it'd be what it be. At least they're shortening it some for us. I like gaps, to be honest. Yeah. It's gonna be 3 dead weeks now. I mean, you say 3 dead weeks, we literally have New Year's, right? Like, so we get GSSR in that time. You guys still have, like, all of part 1 to go through. I mean, some of you are probably already done, but it is what it is. It's also, like, holiday weekends for us. So, like, at least here in the States, like, most of us are pretty busy. Normally I would answer that esoteric, but I think just to not spoil people, I won't say. So if you wanna know that, go look it up. Let's go back to work tomorrow. So how many people in chat work tomorrow? At least here in the States, okay? Like, I don't know about, like, overseas. Some of y'all probably, like... I don't know. Like, in certain countries, I assume they don't celebrate Christmas, so... Really? Yeah, it's a really, like, weird one. So, like, we got Thursday, Friday off for my job, and I was sick Monday, Tuesday, so, like, I'm gonna have been off work for, like, a week and a half here. But because we got 2 days here on the back end of Christmas, I don't get like basically New Year's. I just get New Year's Day off. That's the only thing I get off for that week. They wanted me to come in today, but I ignored the call. Yeah. Yeah, they almost always give 2 weeks per story chapter, each chap. In fact, I'm not sure I can think of a time where that hasn't been the case. It's Boxing Day in the UK, so basically the second day of Christmas. Which is really weird, because isn't, like, Boxing Day in Canada, like, completely different? In the same way that I also know, like, our American Thanksgiving is completely different from, like, Canadian Thanksgiving. Like, we celebrate it in November, and I think the Canadians celebrate it in October. Which makes more sense because it's, like, a harvest holiday. But, like, Boxing Day I've never really understood. Oh, gold orbs. Caster again? Ah, a book. Boxing Day, Canada is like Black Friday? Yeah. So what is, like, Boxing Day supposed to be? Is it the day that, like, you throw out all your bad boxes? Like from all the, like, open presents? These are rough rolls. I mean, hey, the first copy came easy, so I can't really, like, complain, right? Like, I literally have to roll 300 quartz before we even, like, begin the, like, start of, like, hey, I'm due in, right? Canada also has Black Friday. Okay, weird. I didn't realize that it had both. The Feast of Saint Stephen? Ah, I believe that is my My patron saint? So wait, what day is Boxing Day in Italy then? '26. Okay, interesting. Never realized that. Of accountants? No, specifically of me. Uh-oh. Double rainbows. Oh, no. Well, that's a USO. That might be 10 USOs for me. Yeah, I haven't seen rainbows twice in a day in like a long time. To be fair, I'm rolling on 2 different servers, but like, oof. So you got an SSR? Yeah, I mean, I can't get too upset about it. It's like I said, I think that's 10 USOs for me, so. Witnessed? Hello, Bob. How was your Christmas, Bob? They were Oki and Drake? Oh. Double wrongbow is bad. Did I get MP2 Santa Arc? Yes. That's what the first rainbow was. USO is better than a mineral? The 10th USO is. I don't know about like the 1st through the 9th, but... Glad after like 11:30 you guys don't do like a Christmas Day meal with like family or anything. Cat has mastered the gacha, nothing can get him salty. I wouldn't say that. It's just that like I see that and I just get disappointed more than I get like salty, right? I could just go like, oh man. It's like, oh, that would have been so much better if that were just Nito Chris. I gotcha. Did you get anything cool for Christmas, Bob? The gold orbs was Lobo? Yeah. Disappointed, not really surprised. Yeah, that's not my first spook of Karna. Let's just say that. Same old, same old. So, clothing. I feel like families like to get nerds clothing because they're not sure what to get nerds. Especially adult nerds that have a job and pay for themselves and all of their hobbies. It's very much the same with me, chat. That's why I'm saying this. How many quartz do I need for an MP5? Well, the theoretical maximum in order to do pity would be 4,500, but most people will not ever get close to that number. So instead, you're going to be looking at like... Well, actually, it's technically different on NA and JP, because JP has the cap. I don't think NA does. Fuck that, CE. Wait, chat, did NA get the updates that we have it per copy now? We don't have it? Okay. Yeah, it's like most of the time averages around like 1,500 to 2,000. It used to be 2,000, then they tweaked the rate, so it's more or less like 1,500 now. Gotta love the annual packs of socks and underwear. Would actually kill for an underwear pack. I'm about to like go buy myself some. Gonna go get me some fancy underwear. Maybe we get that updated pity before Tiamat. That'd be nice. I'd appreciate it before Draco, at least. Spider-Man under Rooscad? Yeah, that's what I need, right? Socks be expensive this past few years. Listen, to be fair, chat, socks, and I say this as somebody that, like, I wear business attire most of the time. So, like, I wear socks every single day to work, and a good sock is worth so much. Like, I would not mind paying a premium to have good socks because they wear out so freaking easy. What's the updated pity? Updated pity is, so pity only applies to the first copy. Like, for instance, right now, technically there's no limit. I could go infinitely and never get the unit. But JP had an update where they actually allowed pity to extend to every single copy, which is good. Berserker again. It is Berserker Spook Day. Got a banana. Ugh. Banana rotate. Yeah, I probably need a better mattress. I need to get me like a king size bed. I sleep on a queen and it's like, it's big enough, but like, it's not. Not if I wish to have fun time. I'm still in a full. Oh, I can't do a full. I'm too big. It's queen or bust for me. How many Saint cards for pity? It is. So the pity amount is technically 990, but you get, so for every 30 currency, instead of getting 10 pulls, you get 11. You get a bonus one. So instead of it being 990, it's actually 900. If that makes sense. But like, while the pity is set high, and this has always been a complaint point in FGO, it is at least like a non-scaling gacha system. So again, like you guys saw at the beginning of these rolls, I literally pulled Nito Chris on my like third ticket. It's rare, but it does happen, and it happens more often than people give it credit for. So like, it's one of the nice things about the system. While the system does have a high pity, it is a very like fair system. But again, some people definitely prefer the lower pity amount. Oh, excuse me, chat. Uh-oh. Will it let me exchange my fragments? Ugh. Is 20 multis likely to get MP1 of the mirror set? Yes. Yeah, I mean, like, average is like, again, like, around 300, so... In fact, I think average is a little bit lower than 300. And you're, like, 2/3 of the way to pity there, so... Odds are yes. That's the thing. Pity is set high, but your average for getting the unit's a lot lower, usually. And unlike most other games, FGO is very generous with how much it gives out its currency. The only issue comes in the form of, like, there's a distinction between paid and unpaid currency. Pick up darn tough socks. Okay. My average is 700. Oof. That average down. How are rolls going? They're going all right. Could be going better. We got a Karna spook. So. I saved pity for Oberon playing free to play, got him in 90 courts, then managed to get Quaid's guy in 350 more. I was so happy, it was really unexpected. Yep. I always tell you guys, saved pity, that way you're safe, but like, if you get him, right? Basically, the smart money, and I know people like, again, they don't like FGO's pity system, so they don't want to do this, but smart money is always to play around the pity system. Always has been, always will be. Okay, I don't have enough to exchange, so... Give me 1 second here, chat. Did have to pay for a Christmas pack, it seems. Sorry, I meant I had to do Christmas farming. We've gone and farmed out a bunch of free quests. Hey, thank you for the 72. That was a good MP level for Nito Crystalter. I'm going for NP2. Remember, she is a permanent unit, so, you know, that may sway your decision making. But for me, like, basically, I found that at NP1, she's still good for, like, death procs and stuff. But your damage is going to suffer a little. Oh, I believe it, Akakaza. Remember how I said most people won't ever see an amount like at the full hard pity cap of 45,000? Sorry, 4,500? Yeah, I've rolled more than that. Thankfully on JP it's no longer possible. Saber Sumanai. Every day it's see chat. You know how they say it's like the 12 days of Christmas? It's actually like the 12 days of Sumanai. If you roll every single day, you will get a Sumanai. Damage always suffer an MP1. I mean, like, for instance, with the new unit on JP, I actually feel like you're probably fine at MP1. I had other reasons going for a second copy, but you're probably fine at MP1. So there are some units I feel like they're still A-okay, depending. Is Maid Altar still my hardest? Yes. One Sumanai and a punch in the knee. Is Maid Altar a bad unit? No. I do think she struggles a little bit nowadays due to the whole like charging meta, but she's still very usable. Granted, some people would call me biased, but I often feel like people throw out the possibility to do extra damage with Maid Altar because, well, people aren't smart, so it is what it is. Two jealous wives and a punch in the knee. It also made Ozzy too fucking strong. To be fair, I mean, Aussie's had an NP interlude, and none of those other single targets have had one. So that is definitely the issue right there. It's basically chat. It's the Rider situation is the is the single target archer situation. Riders are just kind of better off as a class because they don't have as many competitors. Berserker again. Beowulf on this server. Well, well, well. Make Aussie stronger. To be fair, they'd have a hard time doing that, I actually think. Using her Edison for Summer Ibuki. Yeah, it always made me laugh when people are like, oh, one of the reasons you need Summer Ibuki is for Arcueid. And I was like, no, you don't. It's like, what? They're like people acting like somehow like the cooldown reduction was like the most meta thing and that was the reason you had to have her. I was like, it's nice. It's a good feature. And yes, you can use it to that effect. She's also not the only one that can, so... It's a use, it's just not a must-have use. Yeah, exactly. Surprised me, I rarely use my MP3 Aussie. Yeah, it's very much the same thing. Aussie's that unit you really want to have, and you just, like, you hope to not have to use. Does Maid Ultra need a battery at this point? It would certainly help her. Like... her card performance is actually surprisingly good. Most people overlook that aspect of her because most people haven't used her enough to actually have to have like depended on it. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say no to it, right? Like if they were to walk right in and go like, ha, 50% charge or something on her, I'd just be like, sweet. I'd just take it and love it. And it would be hilarious too, because you'd probably get people that would completely flip to, oh, is she too strong now? And I'd be like... 30%? 50. To be fair, they could probably get away with 30 on her. Or maybe 40%. Yeah. They said she's 5-star Kentucky Rider. Yeah, is there a problem with that? like seriously, like, is there a problem with that? So, and chat, in case you're wondering why I said 40%. Because a lot of people forget she has that. So you could fire off the NP, she'd refund 10, she'd get like 2 to 3% naturally off of her NP like she does. And then you just charge 40% and she'd be back at 50. 60% to be a rebel? Sure, why not? Why not? Let's go for it. Oh. Thank God. I didn't want to say anything because I was worried that was going to be low. Okay, NP2. That wasn't too bad. We only had to buy the one pack. But then I got to roll for Sussy Priest. We'll see what JP's New Year says. That's going to be interesting. I've got to do GSSRs on both servers. And I'm definitely rolling LB7 Part 2. So we got a lot of rolling we got to do over the next month. Like I said, who knows? I may be rolling in Girls Frontline 2 as well. Any specific character I hope is New Year's Servant? Yes. I would like Space Lartoria to be the New Year's Servant. Do not judge me, Jack. I'm a simple man. They were live? That'd be awesome. I'd take it. Judge? It is what it is. Space Lartoria or Space Lartoria Alter? I mean, I'd probably prefer Space Lartoria a little bit more, but I'm fine with both. I won't complain. You know what? Why not both? In fact, let's make them a, like, tandem servant. Where it's like, it's them, like, hugging each other. And, like, pressing themselves against each other. And that's how they fire, like, an energy beam. From, you know, friction. There you go, chat. There's a servant idea for you. Maybe in Saberverse 3? Yes, the quest for more money. Would she be the Emperor in this Star Wars analogy? I mean, Gil is supposedly the Emperor in the Servant verse. But sure, I'm okay with that. Okay, chat. I told you guys this is just going to be a roll stream. Again, I am happy to end it here because I am, like, still a little kind of under the weather here. I'm hoping by tomorrow, trying to give myself a little bit of break, get some rest, and I can, you know, get some hopefully recovery going. And then maybe tomorrow we can start the some of the recording, because that's the real problem. It's like, I am right now, I don't want to do any recording, so. Wish you a speedy recovery, thank you. And again, Merry Christmas to y'all. I hope you guys had a good one, and if not, I'm happy you guys at least got to spend some time with me. Let me see who else is on. Well, I can give some love to... I am seeing a Mr. Fino on. Let's go wish him a Merry Christmas, and I will see you guys for the next one. Again, get your raid emotes ready, and let's go give Mr. Fino some Khadroth.